Yo, welcome to my new series called Fireside Chats, where I sit by the fire and chat. Alright, well, the fire's not happening today, but today I'm talking about Spitfire wheels and the different types of shapes. Lately, I've been riding the Conical Fulls 99 durometer. I haven't ridden this wheel in a while, and I enjoyed it. It has a big surface area, it's really wide, you're able to go through a lot of terrain, and it's kind of light because they've cut down the inside of the wheel a little bit. But I have a problem with them, and whenever I skate alongside a crack, it always just kind of kicks me off the board. So I wanted to try the Radials, which are these ones in a size 56. These are wide like the Conicals, except they have a kind of round this shape, kind of like the classics. And I think if my theory serves well, I think I'll be able to ride through cracks a lot easier with these than the Conicals. And I think it has to do with the shape. Now, classics are awesome. Those are usually my go-to wheels, size 56, 99 durometers, Formula 4s. But the surface riding area is not as wide, so I tend to go slower, and I hate going slow. So I opted out for a bigger wheel, which is heavier, so it takes a while to figure out, your tray flips with the Conical Fulls. But we're gonna test these out today. I'm going to show you riding over a crack on the Conical Fulls and then riding through a crack with the Radial Fulls and see if the shape of the wheel actually does a difference when riding through this surface. So these are the Conicals. You can see how they're kind of more square shape, and inside of the wheel is cut, and Spitfire did this to deal with the weight distribution, so it's lighter wheels, but big surface area. But the problem is when you go sideways along the crack, like when you skate at a plaza with tile and uneven stuff, you kind of tend to you don't really get to go over the crack as well, and that just flings you off your shit. So I'm gonna try the same thing with the Radials and see if the wheel shape has anything to do with this dilemma. Now I'm gonna switch over to the Radials, Formula 4. However, these are 97 durometers, so it might change. But here you can see the difference between the Conicals and the Radial Fulls. Same wide wheel, big surface area, great for riding over rough terrain, long distances, except it is more round, kind of like the classics. So this is going to be a very powerful wheel when I go skate. Compare that to the Conicals, which is great for skate park skating, I think. Doesn't have the same release as the Radial, and the shape is more square right there. Pretty similar to the lock-in. footage you just saw was me skating these radials. I chose this route specifically to highlight the rough terrain and the cracks and driveways and sidewalk surfing, street surfing, power sliding, the speed, and why these wheels are very powerful for this type of skating. Also, I've been skating these wheels for about 3 weeks now. I just did a trip to Canada. It was a Thrasher vacation trip, which there was a lot of skating and the terrain there was very rough and they held up pretty well. However, I couldn't really skate handrails that well with these wheels. Maybe I just didn't get used to it. Perhaps the size of the wheel was kind of heavy and pretty wide, so I didn't know exactly where the groove of my trucks were in relation to getting on the rail. So there was a lot of like small nuances that got in the way of a certain type of skating. However, it did help. The wheels pulled through on a lot of situations that pertain to landing in rough ground. So, you know, I might have to just set up a board with these wheels specifically for certain stuff. But other than that, love the wheels. Spitfires fucking rock, killing it as always. Go get yourself a pair. I'm gonna get another pair. A little bit of an update for you guys. I'm gonna drop a full edit of the Thrasher vacation I was just on my YouTube page in a few weeks. Also, Pittsburgh to Atlanta trip that went down last month, dropping that as well. And I'm gonna try to maybe figure out some other cool stuff, so stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.